time here, so I would say that this is a new
Pretty great. How's my audio? Oh. Okay, cool.
Good. Hey. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing this morning? All right. Well, we made it through, race week, and the next week we got bike week. How do you like that? All kinds of people coming to visit Daytona Beach. And anyone here for the very first time? All right, well, welcome, sir. This is Daytona Beach 1 Million Cups. We meet here every week on Wednesdays, and all throughout the country. The Kaufman Foundation are offering opportunities for entrepreneurs to share their story. We get to do it right here at Daytona Cinematique, so let's give them a nice round of applause for their welcomeness. Good coffee, nice venue, and we're brought to you by Volusia Economic Development. They provide the funding so we can rent this beautiful space. We have a bunch of organizers in the room. We got Val behind the camera over here. We got Charles. We've got Tom walking around, and Jason. Jason, we're going to have you start doing this a little, huh? Give me a little sleeping time, right? And we have Casey's not here right now. I'm Sean, and we welcome you. Today we have a gentleman that's coming to us via, I guess we would call it Zoom, maybe? Is that an old word? Online. He's over in the Tampa area. His name is Daniel, and he has a business called Folklore App, and he's going to share that story now.
Thank you so much. I'm actually in Miami, and believe it or not, there's no 1NC chapter now. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm trying to figure out how to share my screen. Let me know once you guys can see it.
We can see it.
Yes?
Yes.
See somebody nodding? Okay. All right, cool. Welcome, you guys. My name is Daniel, and I want you all to look at this box. Some of you, it looks exactly like this, a shoebox full of photos, stuff in a closet somewhere. Some of you, it's a Google Drive, Amazon Drive folder hidden away, and for some of you, it's a folder on your desktop or a series of folders, either on this computer or on another computer, in storage. And the truth is, we all have this box. It's full of our most precious memories, stories, and history, and it almost always gets ignored or forgotten. The problem is that it's a law of nature that memory will be lost. It's just a matter of time. And traditional methods of saving it are often siloed. Your family and friends that you share memories with, keep them in different places, different methods of storing. They're cumbersome, tedious, and all too often too easily procrastinated until it's too late. So that's why I built Folklore. Folklore is an app that helps families save, cherish, and learn from their history across generations. Our solution is a beautiful, simple app that helps you capture stories easily through audio, video recordings, or writing and uploading media, collaborating on shared events with family members and friends. Often you can hear different perspectives you may not have known about. And Laura, your personal historian, that can help you uncover narratives across time and space. And you can chat and ask questions. So I'm going to show you a little demo of what Folklore looks like. Hopefully this looks like a phone to you guys. So here, let's add a new story. And I'm going to start recording my voice. Let's hope this works. So last week, I went to the beach, to Miami Beach, with my grandma, and we had a great time. We saw some manatees out offshore. It was a pretty hot day, but we had an umbrella, so it was very comfortable, and we both had a great time. So as you can see, the real time, it's getting all the transcription is going. It's understanding everything I'm saying. You save your story, and the AI will analyze it. So this is just transcription. In a second, you're going to see this like a quick summary of what happens kind of populate. It's going to come up with the title for me as well. Obviously, you can edit all of this. There we go. Okay, so my manatees, my son, gives you a nice little summary. And then you can go to the Ask page, and you can ask, let's see, when did I see Grandma last? Hopefully this works also. It's gonna be really embarrassing if it doesn't. Okay, cool, so there it goes. It says, you know, based on this most recent story, you know, we went to the beach sometime around last week, and it also included some other stuff, me celebrating her birthday in Boston, which is actually, this is all, I forgot I had added all that stuff. So that's the app. That's kind of like the gist of it. And so the magic really is, to me, in Laura, and you know, talking and asking her questions and having an experience just like that. Because she understands you and your family history so well, you can ask her questions like, when did we get to the US? How old are my grandparents when they met? And who was ultimately responsible for leaving Kevin alone at home alone? Just kidding, she can't answer that. So our business model, this is kind of where I need some help, is a typical freemium SaaS with some products on the side. Free plan, increasing tiers and pricing as you reach your storage limits. They will all include the Laura AI. And the other products, we're also gonna have digital and physical books. So like storybooks, photo books, and some physical products as well. But those books they're all AI generated, and those require, you know, like an additional cost to, in AI credits to make them. And that's really it. So what I'm looking for is testing and feedback, looking for beta users. We're on a mission to ensure no family story is lost. Here's my email, phone number, and you can scan this to get to our website, which is lovefolklore.com. And yes, sorry, I should have started with my ask, which is, I'm forgetting what my ask was. It's testing. It's actually this. It's beta users. And sorry, I'll keep this on screen. Beta users. So it's all free right now. Eventually, obviously, going to charge, but right now, use it as much as possible. I'm the only. You know, I built this all myself, so there will be bugs. There will be things that won't work, and I'd love for either help building it, marketing it, growing it, working on the branding, messaging, really anything and everything. So yeah, thank you all for the time.
All right, good job. Thanks, Daniel. We got a phone and a camera right here. So my first question is, how long have you been in development, and what's your strategy? What's your plan? Do you have a product roadmap for this?
I've been working on this on and off for almost a year at this point, and it's kind of evolved into you know, where we are right now, which is just a very simple, streamlined recording and storing app with the AI features. We already have all the storybook stuff built out, but I'm leaving that all on the side because I haven't figured out how to make it simple enough in the UI. I'm really focused on making this just beautiful and easy for anybody and everybody to use. Roadmap is enormous. So much I want to do, so little time. Yeah, does that answer the question?
Yeah, very much so. So for those of you who are new, what we do this morning here is we've got a Q&A comment idea section. So if you have any comments, any ideas, any questions you have for Daniel, what we'd like you to do is, if you can, come up here to the front. We've got a camera that way Daniel can see and hear you. So if you have a question, Terry, you want to come up here? I know, we don't usually do it this way.
Really quick, am I sharing this Zoom or am I sharing the testing and feedback screen?
Share it, we're seeing you.
We're not gonna stink, that light's got me.
Face the camera.
Oh, right there.
There it is. Sorry. Hello, I'm Karen King College in TCT again. And my thing is, I don't know if you've checked into a great resource would be the local genealogical societies in the areas where they have a lot of amateurs come in, and they would be a good resource for you to flush this out and what would be beneficial for them. And then the next step beyond that would be to check with Ancestry.com and the other commercial genealogy sites.
Absolutely, Terry, that is a great point. That's something I'm looking into right now as we're launching, is looking for more of those potential partner distribution channels that we can kind of tap into. Organizations just like genealogical societies, I'm looking at the one here in Miami, gonna reach out to them. So great point, thank you.
What's some of your initial feedback? Who are the folks that are doing beta tests now? I'm kind of interested in what generation you're talking to, what generation of folks who are interested in using a product like this.
Because I'm so early, I haven't really talked to that many people outside of my really close family and friend group. Haven't even talked to my parents about this yet, to be honest. So my sisters, who are both, have kids, and we have elderly parents, really, we find this very valuable. Even, people I'm in my 30s, I don't have kids yet, would love them, but I don't. Everybody that I talk to is like, this is amazing, love it. I've gotten a lot of good feedback, but just in my family friend group, so I'm looking for, external, unbiased opinions and feedback right now.
Good morning. It's a pretty cool app. I do have a question though with your tiers, right? So your tiers, are they all based on memory, or do you actually get other features as you tier up as well?
I honestly have not thought about it that much. Storage is our lowest cost, so it doesn't make much economical sense for me to tier it that way, but just it's the easiest thing. And there's a ton of features that we have now that we can launch and that we can gate off as well. So like access to LoRa could be gated or usage-based some way, somehow. But I haven't fleshed that out too much. I haven't worked on that as much as I should have.
You hit the nail on the head. Storage is cheap, and it's only getting cheaper, and it will constantly get cheaper. So something you should probably think about is, especially if it's going to be a monthly subscription, the storage almost, should not be very much of that tier plan, where you really should focus on offering cooler and better and more unique features. Because there's some things that other platforms already do for you, like the fact that you add the summarize and the storyline into it, that's pretty cool. You need to figure out what are those different tiers, because I love getting something for free, right? You get something for free, you got that hook. But now, what are the better features you can add? How much more advanced can LoRa get? Can you go through your entire photos that you've never uploaded in there and start piecing them all together and looking at the locations and looking at the dates and geographing those in to make the story even better? So those might be some ideas for you moving forward.
You're totally right. I appreciate that. Yeah, the way I see it is I always want to have a free plan where people can just join and start adding their content. And I feel like once they have their stuff on there, it will then prompt them, incentivize them to get on and get more features and stuff. So yeah, thank you.
Hey Daniel, great presentation, and I'm on the app right now. I just signed up, and funny enough, I've just moved my parents into the area from South Florida. They're in their 80s, and our garage is full of photos a lifetime of photos. And the name Folklore in the box, I want to have a place where I can dump all those photos and have stories. Is that part of this plan?
I realize that's going to be a big problem, hurdle for people to, a big friction point. So my solution for that is what I'm calling memory. I forget the name actually, but it's essentially third party, like user generated volunteers or contractors. So people to go door to door and help people physically scan and just do whatever they need to do in order to like streamline their operations to get on the app. I don't know how best to describe that, but there's, wow, I'm forgetting the parallel industry that does this, but it's essentially just, let's say I put out a Craigslist ad, hey, we need help, scanning these documents, and we get people to come on board, and the users pay a flat fee along with the subscription in order to, facilitate that, and somebody physically would come and help you do all of that. Outside of that, I don't have a good solution. I know there's already a bunch of scanner apps and services out there. I'm not trying to compete with them.
Yeah, hi, this is Keith Jones, Fractional Unit Marketing. So, enjoyed your presentation, thank you. I think you've got something there. In 1998 in England, I couldn't find somebody that could actually build something similar, and I bought a domain name called foreveronline.co.uk because I saw the benefit of memorializing or archiving histories. So here we are, 25 years later. But I did do a little bit of ChatGPT kung fu here to look at your product, and I think that the family part of it might not actually be your biggest vertical. So there are many other occasions when people want to memorialize events. So I made a list. I'll be happy to email it to you, but you can do it yourself. It's easy. So there's obviously end-of-life care. These are moments of critical, of critical moments in people's lives where they might want to archive something. But there's also others. There's like social impact organizations. I've produced movies in the past, and I would love to have 100 people recording their events so that we can go back later on and look at that. There is veterans and first responders, faith-based organization, personal branding and thought leadership. So there's lots of different ways. And although I know it's like gym membership. You always want to have regular memberships. You might be able to charge more for one-off usage for things that are just going to occur once, where you can package that information for people and create a repository that can be sort of forever online. That was it. Thanks.
Very good point. Thank you. Yes, I actually built that feature yesterday.
Nice.
The public invite link, so you can create your, I call them branches. So like speaking of like the leaf motif, branches are like, think of them of a collection of leaves are the stories. You can create a public link to a branch and invite, send it out to a WhatsApp group, or you're at a wedding or a photography event, or whatever. Everybody joins and can then upload their own stories using that link. So, great point.
Good. How's it going down in Miami?
How's
it going in Miami? Pretty good?
It's going good, yeah.
All right. Well, I love that idea. I was just at a friend's birthday party, and they had done a lot of individual videos and all kinds of things, but it was very cumbersome because everybody had their own and they had to pull them all up and all of that stuff. So again, very cumbersome. So, but this would have been a great idea for them. But my question is, how much have you studied the competition and are there other apps out there that do something similar? And are you similar to them, or what's your differentiation?
I've done, I'd say, a moderate amount of competitive research. There are a lot of apps that do one of the things that we do. So there's Google Drive that does the storage. There's Storyworth, that does the storybooks. There's story. There are a couple that are kind of like siloed features of what we do. Nothing that puts everything together. I'm probably wrong. There's probably a new one out there. But I think everybody thinks they're the only one. I would be naive in saying I am, but I'm arrogant enough to say that I am. I think I
All
am.
right. Anyway, great idea. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Who else? Anybody else want to come up? Come on. Yeah, you mentioned Storyworth. I know my mom got that as a gift. So, like my brother and his wife, they gave it to her as a gift. She has enough time on her hands that she'll sit there and go through. It literally gave her tasks every day. So and it would give a talk about this. So she literally would type into that. I think recording it is kind of neat. So from a task orientation, it's kind of a little bit of a gamification for her. So she gets through one full year of events, and then they bundle it all up. The challenge I've seen from this kind of world is who's interested enough to pull the trigger, I guess you'd say, to actually either purchase the app, download the app, give the app. I've got a ton of genealogy in my family that I've done. Can you hear me? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, sorry about that.
Okay. I've got a ton of genealogy. I'd love to pass it off to somebody else in my family. Nobody cares. That's the biggest challenge I think you've got is somebody actually making that step to do the history.
I think you're totally right. The gentleman that mentioned the events, and there's specific moments in time where people are very highly motivated to do something like this. Outside of those events, it's very hard, just on a day-to-day, if you're passing somebody on the street, hey, do you care about family? Yes. Do you care about, preserving your memory? Yes. Everybody says yes to all these questions, but then if you ask, will you give me money to make that easier for you? It's probably going to be a no. So I think an easy one is just piggybacking or making the most of those events. I think I will have a big influx of users for any given one, and then keeping them on. And I think I already have some viral referral incentive engine in place already. So I think it's just capitalizing off of the users that I get through events and stuff.
Hi, I'm Natalia Smith with Pixeless Accounting. This is so neat, I love it. Just a little comment to say that, did you think about maybe different languages? Because family members, could be, they speak Spanish, they speak Chinese, Mandarin, or what have you. Would that be incorporated in the app as well?
Absolutely, great question. I thought about this briefly the other day, and it will be, I will do it. It's just very difficult technically. So I'm still thinking about how I'm going to be able to do that. I could get into it's really the vector database that is the difficulty, because it's very expensive to put in and then retrieve data, and then to have another copy of that. And then other family members are going to be in English. There's other family members that are going to be in different language. So it adds a lot of complexity, but it's on my list for sure.
Danielle, Valerie here. Thankfully that you have AI to, translate those languages for you, so I think you should take advantage of that. Congratulations on your app, and just, do you think you can integrate social media aspect into your app? I know this is kind of like maybe the fourth step. People are already doing storytelling online, and maybe to remove that barrier of oh my god, I have to get on another app to tell my story. Why can't you tap on something that people are already doing, and then you have a product for the young adults to storytell? It could be maybe an off pathway of who your target market is going to be, and yeah, just thoughts, just thinking out loud.
That is actually really interesting. I didn't think about how I could use existing social media as like the top of funnel, and then bring that into folklore. I always thought folklore would be, that's what you need to use in order to record it, but I need to think about that. That's a really good, when you first said social media, I thought, like what kind of social aspect am I gonna build into folklore? Like, are people gonna be able to share stories amongst different users? When I think about it, I don't want to incentivize the same kind of like social media behaviors and culture that comes from that. Like, I don't want people to just scroll through folklore. I want people to actually use it and like put their memories on there. So I don't want to incentivize the wrong things, but that I need to think about that more. That's really interesting. That's a really good point. Thank you.
Yeah, great idea. Daniel, I assume you're not a SaaS developer by trade, so tell us a little bit about your history, your experience. What have you done, and how did you get into this particular idea?
I've done a lot of things. Always been in tech. Websites is like been doing that for 10, 15 years, and been a software project manager for a startup. So I was always touching the technical side of things, but never really delved into it. Always trying to start a new business, a startup, an app, whatever. Was never able to do it successfully myself. Now with AI and all these AI coding agents and all these amazing resources, I'm able to do that. So I really don't have, like, I didn't work at Google. I don't have like a great pedigree or anything, but I've been banging my head against the wall for a long enough time that I have a pretty good grasp of like what I need to do and how to do things. Just, lessons hard learned. Probably could have learned them an easier way, but that's really how I came on folklore. Is I just had a list of ideas and just was going down each one, like, do I want to work on this one right now? No. This one, no. And there's a couple that I threw out there and started and would talk to people randomly. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what do you think about that? And this one just stuck. And for me, personally, I don't know why it didn't stick sooner, but I'm not trying to, be a I mean, I am, but I'm not doing this for the money. I think this is something people need. I think the world needs this. It's kind of a personal thing for me. So I lost my grandma last year, and at her funeral, the realization that like all these things that I've been wanting to do, all the good that I've been wanting to do for her and my family and whatever, doesn't matter because I don't have that opportunity anymore. So I don't want. I would like to make it easier for other people to not feel that way, and be able to just live with no regrets and have the things you care about most and cherish deeply safe and secure, and you never have to worry about it.
Great answer. I love that.
So,
that's great.
Yeah.
That's good. Any other questions, comments, ideas? Daniel, we're going to come back to you. I think Ken already gave it to us, but the 1 million cups last question is always, what can the 1MC Daytona community do for folklore and help you out?
You can use the app. You can be brutally honest and tell me it sucks, or whatever you think is wrong with it, what you think is great is also nice. If you know anybody that would like to help in some way, that has good marketing ideas, branding, messaging, growth, I really need help all around. So I know it's a big ask, but it's really everything. everything minus investors. Like, I'm not really looking for money, but if you do know investors, I'll talk to you. So, yeah, that's it.
Great job.
Thank you for the time, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Daniel, it's great that you got it up here in front of us. It's, you know, it's tough enough for most people to get up in front of a crowd, but with an application or SaaS like yours, I mean, you know, you're so early on, and you're genuinely looking for ideas and saying, hey, I don't know everything, and that's really great to be so vulnerable and ask that question. We really appreciate you coming here today and talking to us. Hey, we're going to bring up the lights. I think I guess we'll drop off the call here. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it, and we're going to finish up our stuff here on our end. Great. Thank you, Daniel.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you, everyone.
Wait, drop off. He's included in the picture.
Well,
Yeah, whatever.
not now.
I've been photoshopping.
All right, everybody come on up here on the front. We'll do a family